What's up, y'all? This is Nicia DD, aka Danielle. Um, this
And
is
I'm
the
done
On
the
the Boss,
boss.
and we got Rice Pen, my dog, and we got Comic Just Will. Welcome to the Dysfunctional Podcast. Everyone that's out there in the audience, appreciate y'all for coming through. Y'all real solid. Um, let's talk about accountability. Like, do you take accountability? Are you grown enough to, accept your wrongs, stuff like
Do you
that?
hold
Are you
yourself accountable for everything, your actions that you do? You know what I'm saying? Some
yeah.
people don't own up to what they do.
Mm, mm, mm. I don't. I'm gonna sit there and say, yeah, I still got some growing that I need to do with that in that area. That there's a few things that I hold myself accountable for, but some things, man, I just like I don't know. I guess other people's actions and how they treat me or whatnot. I'm not accountable. I don't hold myself accountable for. Um, I guess how I make them feel or whatnot because I can't control your feelings. So yeah, I don't hold myself accountable for that.
I'm
Why
finna
is
put
that?
everybody in a party because I can't hear everybody.
Mm.
Hold on.
You said why is that?
Yeah, why is that?
Well, I don't know, man. I used to. I guess because I used to try to hold myself accountable for that. But when I guess I realized that you can't control how people feel about and I'm not deliberately going out there trying to piss somebody off or nothing of that nature or whatnot. But when
Mhm.
I say certain things or just being on stage and telling jokes, I don't feel like I got to hold myself accountable for how you feel about the jokes I tell or how some of the things I say. I can't hold myself accountable for that.
Mm,
If I did that, then
okay.
I would go crazy at night trying because you can't make everybody happy.
True, true, true. Yeah. But do you does it make you feel some type of way when you're not accountable? Or you
Does
got
it make
no
me feel some
full
type of way?
schedule? Yeah.
It used to, but that's one of those things I think I just like I said, when I used to worry about it, it used to bother me. But at some point, I just said, you know what, I'm not gonna sit here and keep worrying about something I ain't got no control over.
Okay.
Mm,
I mean, I don't think there's no right or
okay.
wrong answer, but it's just that I just feel like I
No,
can't.
no.
Yeah, I just feel like I can't sit there and worry about that. I can because if I sit there and try to hold myself accountable, you'll go crazy at the end of the day.
Okay.
Okay. You talking about as far as you doing your jokes on stage and you can't take accountability for everything that you say that they might see what is wrong. Is
Well,
that what you're
well
saying as far as that? But I'm saying accountability as far as let's see. Let's talk about relationships. Like, have you ever had a relationship? Go through a argument. Like, do you take accountability for?
well, that's one thing. Okay, well, if we're putting in that sense, then yeah, because a lot of times when you get into an argument, when I was younger, I wanted to hurt the other person. I wanted to have the upper hand. I wanted to feel like I won the argument. And as I gotten older, because I mean I'll be 45 this year. So as I gotten older, I try to think about what I say because at the end of the day, if you're arguing with somebody, you love that person and you don't want to hurt them. So you definitely have to take some accountability for what you're saying because you can't take that shit back once you say it. So I definitely in that sense, yeah, I'll definitely take accountability for that.
Okay.
But when you
What
mad,
about you,
you already
kid?
know like some things just come on.
And that's why I said when I was younger, I used to go for the juggler, man. I used to, hey, like I said, I wanted to win the argument. But as I gotten older, man, you got to realize, hey, a lot of that shit you say you can't take back, and words hurt, whether people believe it or not. That shit cuts. It cuts deep.
For sure, we do.
I don't be
We
worried
really
about what
do.
people say. I really don't.
I could agree
Okay.
with you on that.
Yeah, I could
I could
agree
agree
with
with
that
you on
too.
it. One of
But
the, and I definitely feel like Oh, go ahead, Niche.
No, you go ahead. I go after you.
No worries, no worries. But yeah, one of the things I agree with you when it comes to accountability, like as far as like, when you were speaking from career, but if we're talking like relationship wise, yeah, one of the things about accountability that I've learned is that,
If
I had to
anybody wanna,
grow.
excuse me, P. If anybody wanna come on the panel, y'all can. Just to say,
I don't know if they heard you. I
regularly.
don't know if they heard you. She said if
Did
anybody
y'all
wants to
hear?
come up on the panel, go right here to this entrance right here where it say enter, and y'all can come up on the panel.
Tap in, grab a seat.
Hey, Penn. Now, what was you about to say? I was interested to hear what
Yeah.
you had to say.
Oh, no worries, no worries. But yo, one of the things I've learned is that I had to grow in accountability because I realized that what I represent in the situation when it comes to whether it's an argument,
We love you,
I
girl.
sometimes I wanted to be heard rather than be understood. And that's
Mm.
one of the things that I had to hold myself accountable for because being heard, I can have the greatest point in the world, or I feel like I have the greatest point in the world, but when I'm communicating it, I'm using all the wrong things in saying what I'm saying
Mm-hmm.
because now I'm just triggering, I'm feeding off of what was said to me, and being accountable is to be able to say, all right, let me take a step back and let me be able to say, okay, I don't want to just be heard, because heard is an argument. Because now we're just tit for tatting, or either we're one up and then the,
Mm-hmm.
the elevation of the voice goes up, and so now we're in a yelling match, or now we're trying to make a point to each other, and now then it goes to what flaws are, or what you're not hearing. But the thing is, I said I need to stop being heard and I need to start being understood, and the process of
Mm-hmm.
being understood, that was more valuable to me because being heard left me with days of, all right, you know what, now we got to figure, now we don't want to speak to each other because everybody's on pins and needles,
Right.
because it's like anything is volatile, everything triggers something. An argument that was old can still be volatile, and it comes back because somebody didn't get their point off, or it feels like, what, we just couldn't have the conversation. So being holding myself accountable to say, looking through I would say from a relationship standpoint, looking through her eyes, I had to hold myself accountable and say, all right, you know what, being understood, because sometimes the miscommunication is the fact of ain't nobody gonna speak to you or tell you you're doing wrong, or try and correct or try and change a view unless they care about you. And
Mm-hmm.
that's from their eyes. They want the best for you. And I had to look at myself and say, I had to be accountable for this, in the sense of saying, you know what, let me see through their eyes and let me talk from a sense of understanding, which meant I had to recognize what they're saying and then be able to say, all right, I paid attention to what you're saying. Is this what you're saying? Making that clear. And then I have a rational point that I can make back, which is usually saying, okay, now that I understand what you're saying,
Mm-hmm.
this is why I did what I did, or how I this is why I feel the way I feel about it. And that can go into what you've learned as you've grown up, or experiences you've been through. And then that creates the balance where it's like, you know what, sometimes people don't know everything you've been through, even in relationships. Certain things are
Mm-hmm.
a trigger that you might not have known are a trigger. So being accountable and being able to say, let me see through that person's eyes and know that they're trying to come from a perspective to help me, and then being able to reciprocate that back. So now we have communication and dialogue between each other. And now when we're understanding each other, we can have a peaceful conversation.
Mm.
Okay, that's a good. It was a good. Answer. Um,
It's all right. You got something?
What the word is? I know everybody tired of hearing my name, but yeah, I'm good. All right, so accountability. Now, are we going overall with it, or are we gonna talk about, you know what I'm saying, what matter? You know what I'm saying? Because I think that's a big, that's a type of topic that you need to talk about on the meta standpoint. Because all of us is grown motherfuckers, but a lot of motherfuckers like to steal ideas, steal scripts, then want to play this pity party and do this whole like, oh, they on there with me, I ain't did nothing to them. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that right there, that's a good ass topic. But I realize one motherfuckers to really see, like when it comes to accountability, you gotta understand where you fucked up at. You gotta understand why the fuck we mad at you, why we dislike you, why people walked away, why people ain't speaking. But people don't want that accountability. They just want that. They have that guard up to feel like, man, fuck them. I'm still big dog. I'm gonna say something to make me feel good, so I don't have to have this on my conscience until they see the person that they fucked over. You know what I'm saying? Like today, we ain't gonna speak on it. Motherfuckers that fucked me over, seen me and left. See what I'm saying? Can't take the accountability of that shit. They already know what the word is. Some people can't take a mental ass whooping or emotional ass whooping. Cause that's what a lot of people are starting to get now. And it's bad to say this or toxic to say this, but I like it. Cause motherfuckers, what should I say in a better way of version, a better way of saying this? Those that are in the age where they pay bills, they do this, they do that, and they know right from wrong. There is no other way around this bitch. And because I know a lot of motherfuckers don't do this shit in real life because you will get killed for that shit. You feel me? So I just look at it like, man, when it comes to accountability, which is the topic, I think everybody needs to get on people's ass that do something wrong. Like right on the spot, not just when shit just hit the fan and then you just wait on it for a minute after you bugged up. Gotta tell the ass right then and now. And I think that's the main reason why people hate the next motherfucker because I don't think they like real. They want to be in this la la land shit. But that's all I really,
Mm,
I like that.
So you
I
feel
like
that
that
you
topic.
have to address it with them right then, right?
hell yeah. It's like saying if I would to my fault. It's like saying if I would have got to y'all, like your club down south, right? This is y'all situation. This is the Blunt family. You feel me? Blunt family production type shit. You feel me? Now, what if I say if she wanted an art from me, but she trusts me enough to drop an art, right? Say if I'm not the only one there. Say if I don't know. Say if one of my brothers was with me, right? And my brother did something, and I don't say shit. Like I can prove that I didn't do it, but I was there for the bullshit. So I had to take the accountability and let it be known, like, yo, only person that was here is this, that, and the third. And how you know? Because of this, that, and the third. You gotta take accountability from where you was at, how it was, and just on some real nice shit. Because nobody want to learn shit in at the end. It's gonna be make it worse. You're gonna make it worse, folks. So, but a lot of motherfuckers don't like doing that. They into call the bad bitch, do all this dumbass shit, pushing whatever age they are and thinking they the age prior. That shit is not working. Act your age, not the shoe size. That shit don't work. You feel?
for sure. I get that. I like
But
that.
you should talk about responsibility too. That shit is a good ass number. Which I was just about to
But
say that.
accountability is it falls in the same.
Responsibility is
It
almost
falls in
like
the same.
accountability. I mean, yeah, because
It
some
falls
people
in
are
the
not
same
responsible.
category.
That's true.
Yeah, because some people not
That's
responsible.
true.
It's like the same. Responsible for your actions. Like that's basically what it
Be
is. Like
responsible for your
be
actions, for
responsible.
real. Be responsible.
Um,
For real.
with me accountability. It falls in what all y'all just said. But I'm still learning. I'm still young. But everything else, I'll just take accountability for most things. Like if I did something wrong, I'm gonna say, yeah, I did it. Yeah, I fucked up. Yeah, but at the end of the day, like
You gonna
it's the
tell them that?
understanding part for me. It's the hypocritical part for me that gets to me. Like if I say I fucked up, but you keep going on and on and on about a situation, that's when I'm like, all right, now. Now you testing me because you keep going on. Now I already said I fucked up. And I messed up, but they keep going on and on about the situation, and I can't say nothing else. Now we arguing, now we like enemies, now we beefing. I don't know what else to tell you. That's how I be feeling. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like, why you
Yeah.
even listen for? Cause what are we doing?
Yeah,
Um.
send us that.
Um,
I
First, I
got
want
you.
to say hi to everybody on the panel. Yeah.
What's up?
what's
What's up,
up?
It do
Peace?
hit different. Like accountability, I feel like you're supposed to be accountable as a person for your morals and your values. You feel me? And your values and your morals is going to display the type of person you is.
What's up, Nisha?
So if you brought up around people that's with backdooring and doing underhanded things, 9 times out of 10 you going that's gonna rub off on you. So me personally, I try to just understand that everybody's not gonna think how I think or move how I move. So I try to like not put myself in a position where as though I would have to feel like somebody crossed me or trying to test my morals or values as a person. So I try to keep like I understand that you can't deal with everybody the same way. Some people you do good business with, some people just around to have a good joke with or a good laugh with. So I feel like separating and putting people in different categories help stop you from even having to spend that energy on trying to have to go back and forth with somebody that's not going to accept responsibility for something they did to you or make you feel some type of way.
Hmm.
I like that.
Okay. I
Good
like
touch
that.
base.
All right. So we done. We touched based on it. Anybody have any questions in the audience? Any topics? Anything y'all want to say? Rise P, you go ahead.
Oh, I had one.
Go ahead.
Just to touch on your point, Sharek. You bring up a very valid point when it comes to a lot of times when, especially in if we bringing it to a from a meta standpoint. That is what you was talking about, right? All right. So just
Yeah.
looking at it, because I see a lot of things from two different sides, and I keep myself valued in saying, stay balanced, which is within me. But one of the things that has to be realized is, what you can always go back and you can correct your wrongs, or you can make sure you're accountable and making sure a situation doesn't go as far. But the only thing that we have to realize, we are not accountable for what somebody accepts. And that's the thing that gets real tricky, because some people like to throw stones when they live in a glass house, and then
Mm-hmm.
somebody throw a stone back at you, and then you say, "Oh, now you want to be broke up and hurt." But the thing is,
You want to play
people
victim.
they want to scream bloody murder on their end, because you know what, somebody, now if you go to war and you throwing punches at somebody, and then they throw a heavier punch than you, and you ready to quit, it's like, well, no, you still instigated it. And then the person hits you with something that, well, hey, you don't want to play with, you keep up in the ante. Now remember this: if a person comes to you and says, hey, look, I'm trying to make it right, we can't account for people's pride, because sometimes people pride is all they live on, and I see that a lot in the metaverse. People are valued for certain things when it comes to, oh, it's material, like, oh, and this sounds crazy, but in meta it's material. Oh, I'm a builder. Oh, I'm a scripter, what you're defined as. But the thing is, what people have to realize is, once you make amends with somebody, that's one that clears your con. You're being accountable for any action you might have had. But on the flip side, if they want to be prideful on it and don't want to accept it, and then they want to entertain when it comes to friends that they're around, and like, sometimes people can make amends and it's cool behind closed doors, grown conversation they have, everybody's cool, but then they go back to their friends and their regular clique, and they have to realize that you need to tell them, it's no, that situation is done, because then they get them gassed up again. And that's the
Mm-hmm.
accountability of, what, now if your pride is in the way, if you don't forgive somebody, or if you don't want to, then that's on your end. I'm not responsible anymore for the fact of, if I came and said, all right, I've corrected this, all I can do is apologize, and make sure it's straight. But that's me cleaning my face. So my face is clean about it, but people like to hold on to it because attention and keeping drama going. Because people like to scream from the mountaintops when it's negative. But when there's great stuff going on, like if you have a great conversation with somebody, they want to keep that in silent. But when you take it back to your own camp or people you hanging out with, let them know that it's okay. And when they bring up the topic, like again, like, oh, well, what about so you might say, oh, I went and spoke to Chirac and everything is cool. But make sure you say that. Make sure you say that to your people too. And when if they try to bring up an issue saying, "Oh well, yo, well nah, they said no. Just because you on my side, if I change my view or if I corrected something and I'm
Come up,
cool
Sarah.
here, then go ahead and look, tell your peoples too, so that way they calm down and it doesn't keep something lingering because then they get you gassed up again, finding other points, and now you hyped up again and you done already smoothed the situation. So that's the accountability of saying like
Mhm.
if it's not good, it's not good. So when somebody disperse from you, then I can't accept I don't have to accept the fact of me doing the right thing and then your pride got in the way and you still continue something on. I'm not gonna play with you. I don't play with the help. Like,
Mm-hmm.
if I meet with you as a boss and then you start acting like the help and keeping something going on, which is keeping negativity going, then I don't want to play with you anymore. Look, you're the help to me now. So you stay in your lane, I'll stay in mine. But I can't help that your pride won't let you say I can let it go and then let other people know that I've let it go too.
Pride is
Go ahead,
dangerous,
Sarah.
man.
All right, so I have a question. You don't mind me asking?
Mhm.
All
Go
right,
ahead.
so you have different types of meta. Hell yeah, new question, phone them. But who do you what you think is the most I wouldn't say, how can I say, what is the most important piece in the metaverse? Is it the creators, the scripters, the DJs, the hosts? There's different types of meta equity and different meta jobs and opportunities to where you can be better or however you want to look at it. People's eyes ain't the same as the next. What do
You
you
saying what's
think?
the most important
Yeah,
piece?
what's the most important role that you see from in the metaverse?
The people,
The community,
the
the
people in
people.
general, the community, right?
The idea. Everything started with an idea first. This whole thing started with an idea. So I feel like this is just a creative space. It's a form of expression. It's art. We every time we put this on and somebody go in the script and build something, you creating the art. You might not be painting physically with a brush, but you painting with your mind. You going off your vision.
Hmm.
What about you?
That's a good answer.
Oh, matter of fact, what you
Yeah.
think? What you think? Cuz,
Me,
yeah,
I just feel like it's the people, the community, because that what makes. I don't know how to say it. It's like with the creative point, from my point of view, I always focus on the people. You get what I'm saying? That's how
mm-hmm.
it's so important with the people, because you gotta get in, you gotta socialize, you gotta get in good with people. Like you gotta be that people person. And
So
if you're not a
communication.
people person, then I don't know what to tell you. Because I'm not even a people person in real life. I'm not. But on here, I am very sociable. But in real life, I don't talk to too many people. And it's not that I'm mean. It's not that I'm. It's just this space give you this headset, give you this space to just basically just be yourself and be sociable. Um, it really taught me to be more sociable in real life. So yeah, I just think it's the people. But I don't know how you what you really going with it. Like, just give me more what you trying to go
Go
with.
ahead, huh? Express yourself.
Or he just
Yeah. For
he
me, yeah,
he just
me.
didn't like it.
Oh, pen.
Oh no, man, look,
Cause
no.
he was
I
doing
Oh,
this,
okay.
and then I
Oh
saw
no,
your
no,
head now,
I
so I
know.
was like, go ahead,
That's
talk
just
your.
mad. That's just mad respect. Just raise my hand, but like,
Oh,
yo,
okay.
no, go ahead, boss. Go ahead, boss. Cause
Go
I'll
ahead, huh?
speak.
Go Yeah,
Oh
talk
no,
your
no,
shit, boss.
yeah, yeah. What I was saying, I was just saying like the same thing. She said like the people, me, I think the people are the important piece of everything that surrounds the builders, the creators, the scripters, everybody. Because without those people, you know, some people don't build, some people don't do anything, but none of it, DJ, none of it. So without them being a part of this, you really wouldn't have a space. Horizon wouldn't be a space. It's just everybody be building. So like they play a big, like an important role within this space.
Okay. Well,
Shit. Piggyback off of that, and I give you a true fact. I won't be long winded, but yo, one of the things you have to realize is like, yo, yes, it is the people. Like, trust me, I'll use myself as an example. I have a good rep with people, and you know what? It bonds people together. It creates balance when it comes to when there are issues. But at the same time, one of the things that comes with it is the fact that the people are everything because everybody's valuable in here. Whether they're a scripter, builder, whether they're just an enthusiast, because you know what, you could be the greatest builder of all time, but you know what, if there's nobody to look and value it and say, oh man, it makes me feel some type of way. So everybody's a part and a piece. But the one thing that comes to be true is that everybody ain't for you. And that's one of the things that comes with, like, you can be like, you look at celebrities. A lot of these people
Hey,
around here, like, you
Candy.
know what, they move from a celebrity standpoint, and you have to realize that, you know what, you're not gonna make everybody happy. Just like Comic J was saying, you're not gonna make everybody happy. But the thing is, you can always, do your due diligence and making sure, all right, look, we I'm good with you. Even if it's not cool, we just won't be around each other. That's fine. But you know what? The people make everything work. And that's the balance of the integrity and the honor that comes with being in this creative space. So everybody ain't for you. So some people, yeah, they won't be around you like that, and that's okay.
right.
Just like celebrities, they can do
Mm-hmm.
something that people don't agree
Oh
with
shit,
them, but
scared
at
the
the
fuck
same
out of me.
time, they
Yeah.
still are a good person, and people still rock with them. But certain people just, you're not gonna be buddy with them. It's not gonna be like, oh, you my peoples. But it's like, it can still be
Mm-hmm.
cordial. We can still exist in the same space,
Mm-hmm.
but I might not have
Yeah.
to be, your best friend, or oh, we hang out. You don't
Right.
have to
I
come to
can
my worlds or whatever.
conversate
But the
with
thing
you
is, it's
and
one of
tell
those
you all
where,
about my shit. Mm-hmm.
and a lot of things people follow. If you have if people really respect you, people will follow you, and you have to take the accountability of being a leader in the sense of saying, you know what, if I let it go, y'all hold off and let it go too. And that's what keeps everybody together. So now we don't have people blaming each other.
God is behind you, Sharek. She wanna
I'm
say
already
something.
known for the press, and I just had to listen to him. That's all right.
What up? I just want to say, like, I feel, I'm not a builder or whatever the case may be, but I tend to think that people forget that when people link up or whatever, it be on some business shit. So although we got feelings or whatever, we got emotions, you also have to think about the business aspect too. It's like, why, you know what I mean? Like, people can't come together on some business shit. Like, fuck all that bullshit. Let's get this bread type shit. So I think people tend to forget about that shit too. Like, it's the business part too. Like, get out your feelings. Let's get this money.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah.
And if they can't get about their feelings, then you don't need to do business with them. It's
Fuck,
not a good business deal.
fuck 'em. Fuck 'em.
Well, real talk. It's, it's,
That's how I
it's
feel.
about it's
Fuck
about
'em.
being professional. You got to be professional.
I got
you can't just do
one more.
business with somebody and not be responsible and professional.
One more. Even though I got like 10 more, I just want to say one more. How do y'all feel about the sensibility of players in this world? How you feel about the sensitivity? My fault, not sensibility. Sensitivity of
You
these
talking about
players
what
that
what the
be in
I
here.
feel like okay, I feel
players
like
is
they
in
bring
what?
their life. I feel like they bring their real life into these headsets, and they think too much of. They put too much emotions of people on this headset in this metaverse, and they take it too damn far. I feel like that's why it's so much beef in here. It's just so unnecessary because it's like even I had to tell myself, look, I don't even know this motherfucker in real life. Why the fuck am I finna go beef with somebody I don't even fuck with? That's just me. I don't even know in real life. That's just me. And then the emotions part, I had to tell myself that too. Like, Didi, just calm down. Cause what the fuck I'm getting myself all riled up for somebody I ain't gonna even probably even gonna meet in real life. I'm just knowing you on Avatar in here. So that's how I feel about this sensibility shit. But people put their real life and bring it to the middle, and then they get mad at motherfuckers want to talk about their real life shit because you talk about it in the metaverse. Like, come on, now. This was used to escape and to build and create and get to know people and socialize. But don't tell all your motherfucking business that you do in real life. That's just me.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
That's really how it's supposed
Yeah,
to
it go
be.
with anything. Like, yeah, I mean, this I can see where it can go to the point where people, because even though it's this is the metaverse, you still have people, real people behind this headset, and these people they build relationships with people. So yeah, it might end up somebody let somebody know something personal about them, and then you see that person wasn't trustworthy. You know what I'm saying? Then they
Mm-hmm.
putting your business out here. You got to be careful with whoever you let know your business when it comes to that too.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? So it's just
Exactly.
like you know what I'm saying. I mean, yeah,
It's,
it's real
it's,
people. We see those
it's
relationships being
dangerous.
built, but you gotta be
Sure, man, how you
careful
gonna
with the
ask a
people
question
that you
then
let
go back
know
sit
this
there? We talking
information.
to you.
All right, yeah.
Because I don't know who behind me. God is scared the shit out of me. I don't want to look back like this.
Oh,
Like,
ain't nobody behind. You can turn around.
you know
Ain't
what I'm
nobody
saying? No, that's the
behind
point.
you.
When I turned around, she was like, and I was like, you know what I'm saying? It was just one of those. You feel me? But no, I
Yeah.
did ask that because a lot of those, like, I am not gonna lie, I'm sensitive too. But I'm sensitive in a ratchet way. So, in the way of knowing is because there's those that play shit, throw rocks, and have their hand, and
Ooh,
then want to
ain't that the big
then want to
boy?
get sensitive right after the fact when you know you finna get an ass whooping, either it's mentally or emotionally, since I can't get you physically. You feel me? And
Mm-hmm.
you got those like, for example, you know what I'm saying, like what you just said. You know what I'm saying? I know who you referring to. I know all this, and this is closed door. But at the end of the damn day, you know, like everybody else, like this is real people behind her. You know what I'm saying? These are real live people.
For
The
real.
excuse that has always been used is just a game. It can't be just a game if you on here
Mm,
90% of your time. It can't be. If you're a citizen, you should not even have any work.
uh-oh.
Oh, you pressed that exit button. I got more than this.
This is what I get from talking with my hands. But but I would say it's like this. If you are a meta citizen and having no motion, whether you monetized or not, if you just sitting on your ass just see drama, nobody should even it shouldn't be no reason why you should start shit. You should go ahead and just chill. If this is a chill area, chill. If your
For
mama and
real.
them played you like you a goof troop, talk to your mama and them. Don't take that out on people. Especially if you don't
Right.
know who around you. Especially if you don't know who got tricks to confine you. Like, man, like that's dumb. You know what I'm saying? That's why I be like the time we was in Black Magic, right? Real shit. I'm gonna give you a real story. I don't know who that little girl name is, but we all know that's a female, right? Folks was moaning in my motherfucking ear. I'm not even for the hold you, cuz. It was just weird, right? I don't know who Shorty is, all that, and we was surrounded by like two, maybe three or four people. I told her off back, and she can hear it, and she heard the shit. I said, "Look, I'm for the mute you because I ain't got time hearing you moaning in my earphone. Take that freak shit over there." Everybody looked at me and then walked off like I just killed the whole mood. Like, who
Yeah, I
got
was
time
there
for
too. I
that?
remember it.
Who the fuck got time for that, G? If you that
Some
horny,
of these,
folk, go watch porno or something. Go call a appointment or some shit. Like,
nah, for
nobody
real.
got time for that.
But some of these people like stuff like that. They want to entertain that. Like, so it'd be like,
Almost
it go,
You
definitely.
it
always
play
gonna
again.
have a troll
It play,
wherever you go, though.
yeah, it play again like you said though. Like, like Danielle said. She said, it separates your real life from this, bro. Like, don't let this. Even though it's real people behind these, it's genuine people in real life, and it's fucked up people in real life, and it's the same thing in the metaverse. There's genuine people in here that's going to honestly be able to hold your secret down, no matter what. But it's up to you to take that risk and be like, damn, should I try to see? Or a lot of people, and I'm gonna put it blunt, a lot of people really nobody in the real life, so they get this and they run around and try to do too much. So it's like
Uh,
it just, man, you just got to go off how you feel about a person. Like try to catch the vibe and figure it out as you go. I've been the same way. I'm kind of
hell
like,
yeah.
I'm not really a people's person, but I'm a social person because I'm respectful. I was raised with respect. I'm not gonna just
My
go out my
mama
way and just
said
disrespect
as well.
somebody in real life or on the metaverse. But
Mm-hmm.
I got a short temper for the dumb shit. You feel me? So I try to not put myself in certain situations that my shit might flare up. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
That's
Hell
it.
yeah.
Shit.
How do y'all
Yeah.
feel? What you feel?
Yo, so I tell you like this. Perfect example. Like for me, and look, y'all can use this. Y'all can use this. I promise you, it's worthwhile. But yo, I'm a popular loner, meaning that you know what? Look, I can be a part of so many different cliques. I can be cool with whoever. But you know, the one thing that comes is like, you know what? Like at the end of the day, I can't be just affiliated with one thing or whatever. You know, it's like, you know, it's one of those where the people are a big value. It doesn't have to be money. It has to be like, you know, money wise. But it's the fact of saying, you know, end of the day, I have to look at it like I have to screen people. And that's what I think, like, you know, that's where accountability comes in. Great point you brought up.
Mm-hmm.
But I have to look at it like this. You know what? People can look at you in a certain way, or people can like what you do. So that could be builder, scripter. You could be a poet. You could be a writer. But either way,
Mm-hmm.
anything across the board, remember this: you have to value and love yourself to a certain degree. Where yo, don't give valuable information just because you're having a good time with somebody. Sometimes
Mm-hmm.
you have to make your screening process a little deeper, meaning that you know what, yeah, it might feel comfortable to say, but let's hold ourselves more accountable in the sense of saying, hey, you know what, when I'm talking to somebody, I might be having a good conversation with them, but have they really earned what I could really tell them that gives them deeper in depth in my life? And that's one of the things that has put me in a situation where I'm better in a lot of situations because people don't I don't give too much. And then the thing is, evaluate people for who they are and
Mm-hmm.
what you know about them, because most people like to talk about themselves. So when you listen to them, you can get their evaluation and their points. And I think a lot of times, you know what, people are, you a lot of people are really genuine and good people. But with them being genuine and good, you divulge information because you feel like the person is caring like you are, or you might relate to a situation, but you know what, they might be more damaged. And you know what, you don't know that about them. You see a lot of things in the metaverse where people come in and it's like, oh, they're best friends with somebody in a week because you partied together for a week straight.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's your
Mm-hmm.
best friend, and you
Mm-hmm.
guys are talking, you're speaking, you're on the phone, and you're having great conversation. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, this is my people's. And then you start divulging and you're giving them your like, but you know what? Screen them out a little more. And that's the
Yeah.
accountability I have to hold on myself to say, wait, let
Yes.
me screen that. You, everybody ain't just your peoples. Like even me and you, nephew, we've been cool, but we've seen each other in different situations, and you know what? It evolved to a point where we were able to say, all right, you know what? This is a good person. I can divulge this information. And one, you know, you might give something light and it never comes back. And that's the thing. Like, so let's hold ourselves at a different value where, you know what, we don't just divulge just because somebody's talking about something that we can relate to, and then we give them too much information and they haven't even earned that right to hold that information,
No.
because then they get
Mm-hmm.
mad and upset. But you know what, I've only known you a week, and then your best friend that you were cool with prior to me, then you can speak to them and you say, oh, well, you know what? It passes on, it passes on. So just hold ourselves accountable
Mm-hmm.
and say, let's just screen people a little bit longer and make sure that it's one of those where we hold ourselves accountable, because what we have with it's our family, whether it's our real lives, what we go through, how we feel emotionally, you know, physically or whatever, make sure that we hold ourselves accountable and say, all right, you know what, even if I want to give more, sometimes it's not a point to give more, it's a point to say, let me step back and say, okay, maybe I just need to listen to what they're saying and say, I
Yeah.
understand you, I've been through a similar situation, versus saying, well, let me tell you about my life, blah blah blah, when I don't know you. I've known you a week, I've known you 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Let that person earn their way, because I don't have friends, I have family.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm. What's up, Play
Anyone
B?
else?
What's
Anyone
up?
else?
Play
Anybody else
B in the
have any
building.
questions?
How do I get on
Topics?
this podium? Oh shit.
What's up, Play B?
What's up? What's up? What's the question?
It was
We was
some we
talking
were
about
answering somebody
accountability.
else's question. And we were talking about what he was talking about well, how do you feel about the
Accountability.
sensibility in this metaverse? Like people being sensitive
Someone
on
has
this
an echo. Hold on. Let me mute this one. All right, do that. Say that for me again one more time. I'm sorry.
It was how do you feel about people being sensitive on this headset, on this app?
Oh, I think personally, right? I don't even think you should be sensitive in real life. You feel me? Like you shouldn't. You as a not even just as a man, as a person. You feel me? You should never be a sensitive individual just because you giving people that much control over you. You feel me? At the end of the day, it's not about what's good for the metaverse. It should be what's good for you. And you
Mm-hmm.
being a sensitive individual, don't get me wrong. Shoot, you'll be in touch with your emotional side more, maybe, but at the same token, you won't have no control over your side, your emotional side. You have no balance, so it wouldn't. It's not
Mm.
a good thing in general to me.
I feel that.
Some people don't
Okay, I
have
feel that one.
control of their emotions, though. You know that, right? There are people that's like that.
Oh yeah,
That's
there's
really
bipolar
don't.
disorder. There's a lot of like mental type things that come from like trauma and all other sorts of entanglements or whatnot. But at the end of the day, got you. But at the end of the day, it's just like that as a person, that's something you gotta find a way to get through. Maybe therapy. Maybe if you ain't got the money for therapy, you're gonna have to figure out your own sense of meditation or whatnot, in which that you
Mm-hmm.
could find your escape, find your peace. Because nobody
Mm-hmm.
nobody can be your peace. You feel me? You have to find that peace from within. That peace comes from within. It doesn't come from around the way. You feel me? Paradise is no
Yeah.
location. Paradise is a mindset. You feel me? That it's like a sense of taste. It's something you can have at any moment at any place, but it's something that you have to be willing to find within yourself. You feel me?
Yeah.
Let's put a value when it comes to sensitivity. a lot of people come here to escape. And a lot of people, you know what?
Mm-hmm.
They're not strong enough in their own life at that point. So you know what? They come here
Mm-hmm.
and it shows off their creativity. And it look, a lot of this is a boost for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody that's in here and it takes the
Mm-hmm.
time to be in here, they're a creative in some sort. But remember this too. Sensitivity, look, they took the like off of they took the dislike off of Facebook way back when. Like like the thing is, sensitivity is around. So you know what, catering, that the easy button is always still in full effect. So we have to remember, looking at ourselves, let's not forget that a lot of people are sensitive because you know what, hey, that's all they can go off of. They just want to be catered and coddled, but they don't want to deal with the truth.
So what you're
That's
saying?
one thing.
My bad.
So it's one of those where we have to gauge ourselves. It's like, you know what, some people still need milk, others
Mm-hmm.
can choose steak. So the
Mm-hmm.
substance of things change, and that's the thing. We have to look at ourselves and say, all right, you know what,
Find that
listen to
balance.
what somebody comes to you with. When somebody comes to you with a lot of nonsense and rah rah, then you know what, just imagine if they can say it to you, they've said it to somebody else, because somebody else is closer to them than you are. Everybody got
Mm-hmm.
a day one, or everybody got this and that. We see it all the time, but we have to remember, like, look, just because somebody's cool doesn't mean. And a lot of people are sensitive because they go through their world. People go through. They could be a nobody in their world.
Mm-hmm.
This is the only thing that makes them feel good. And then you got to think about the Stockholm syndrome that comes with it, because a lot of times people, they not a bully in their real life.
And they
They
a
look,
bully
they just
here.
want respect. They want love. They want to be somebody. And you know what? They
Mm-hmm.
look down on, whether it's a concept. And I'll just be frank about it. We gonna get a little dysfunctional, right? Let's get
Mm-hmm.
dysfunctional.
Yeah.
Yo, it's a lot of cats come out here, and you know what? They not attractive in their life to them.
God bless them. Oh,
But I'm just saying, to them, they're not
That's true.
attractive in their life. But you know what?
yeah.
They might be somewhat antisocial. They might be awkward, socially awkward. They don't deal
Mm-hmm.
with people like that in the first place. You know what? They might have been through this issue, which makes them
Mm-hmm.
say they don't want to be around people. They don't know how to speak to people. Dudes can't talk to girls. You know, other people, they just mad because of what they're going through in their real life, and they want it to be
Mm-hmm.
better. All these issues, and then you know what? They come in here, and then you know what? They feel like somebody. And one of the
Mm-hmm.
things that
That's
they have
their
to learn
escape.
themselves is they ain't never been popular, or they ain't never been, at the top of echelon in anything that they feel in their life. And then they
Absolutely.
turn right into the bully that was, knowing that they're
Fed the
still
monster.
fragile because they're only well
Yeah.
known because of one thing that makes them important, and then they hold that over people's heads. So remember, hurt people hurt people. So a lot of people
Mm-hmm.
come in here thinking that this is going to mend their life, but in actuality, they've never looked inside themselves to say, hey, I need to mend myself in the process. And I'm around beautiful people that help you mend yourself, but they're too busy looking at the higher echelon of, oh, I want to be popular, or I want to get money,
Mm-hmm.
or I want to get this, I want to get that, I want that notoriety, I want that clout. But at the same
Mm-hmm.
time, they still hurt. And that
Mm-hmm.
takes time for people to look inside themselves, and they
Mm-hmm.
can take that bandage off and start mending themselves. They just looking for a band-aid because they make them feel good. That's just like taking a Percocet if you broken somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yo, you can muscle relax it, you can Percocet it, or whatever the case may be. And I'm just saying, sometimes being around all these people, that's what it is. But you're still hurt. You want your story to be told. A lot of times, we've all sat around people and we've seen them
Mm-hmm.
be hurt, and they've told you this long, drawn out story, and it's worthwhile. But you see how hurt they are. And the
Mm-hmm.
thing is, if you that hurt, I can't put the value of what I have in me. That's too much for you to hold
Oh
anyway.
God.
And
Mm-hmm.
remember, Facebook is sensitive. People say they bullying on Facebook, but they don't want to delete the friend. Allegedly.
Right?
Like, think
Allegedly.
about it. Like, yo, if
Allegedly.
your
That's
car,
crazy,
like,
yo.
yo,
That's
yo,
crazy.
you cut
That's
can't,
why I
like,
don't
yo,
know.
you go to a
Boy,
doctor, you go to a
delete
doctor to
them,
cut
nigga. What?
cancer out if it's growing. They cut a tumor
Yeah,
out. But the thing is, you won't cut somebody off because you
That's
want to
toxic.
still go look at what's going on with them. So
Mm-hmm.
the thing is, yo, that's the part where people have to realize, yo, somebody can't be of help to you when they can't help themselves. And if
Well,
they can't even discover it. Remember, show me
You
where it
said a
hurts.
mouthful.
You go to a doctor and you tell them, yo, on a scale of 1 to 10, what do you feel? Oh, I think I
mm-hmm.
feel like this. Well, where does it hurt at? Oh, well, it's in this part of my arm. So now we're doing
Mm-hmm.
troubleshooting. So remember this. That's one of the things. If somebody can't realize it themselves, then it's not worth putting the value of what you have from your end into them. Not because they're a bad person. You can be empathetic, sympathetic, you can get them a concept. But remember, they're still sensitive because they're still weak in a sense because they're hurt. So now we evaluate ourselves, we evaluate what's going on. And remember, everybody is not going to be your cup of tea. Sensitivity is what's real. It goes on in Facebook, it goes on IG all day. We see people, it's like, oh
It's
my
a social
God, it's
platform.
all over for me. Oh my God. People would have a grandmother pass away and then they go on Instagram to cry in a camera.
Break down. Don't make sense.
Scary.
Sensitivity. But at the same time, they're not equipped to even hold what you have on your end of things.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where it comes to evaluating sensitivity and where people lie at.
Yeah, wait. I
Yeah.
don't know if Fiji want to go first. You want to go first, Fiji, or
Yeah. I just want to like piggyback a little bit on the situation. Like, what?
Well, you go ahead.
damn, you good?
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
There you go.
Knock his head off.
I think
Big
maybe I'll go
brand?
first.
Well,
Yeah,
that should be.
yeah. I guess I'll go first.
Hey.
So I think when y'all asked the question, I think maybe if it was rephrased a little differently, maybe because like I feel like what y'all saying is basically like should you be empathetic in this world or in the metaverse type shit, or should you be empathetic in you feel or kind, you know what I mean? That you absolutely you should always have that kindness and that heart in your heart, because you know spreading that like type of purity around the world, you feel me, that
We ain't saying
changes
should you.
lives, you feel me, like it really,
We were asking you how you feel.
oh, just how we feel about people being sensitive. I don't
Mhm.
like
In
it,
this
but
app. On
yeah,
this
I don't.
app.
I honestly, it's not even that I don't like it. I
Is
honestly
that
have an envy
who got
towards it,
that
or
hands
even
up?
a hatred towards it in a sense. I hate seeing people that are like
Right.
sensitive. I don't like seeing people cry. I don't like seeing none of
Right.
that. And it's not even that how you say, I think people are weak for doing it or nothing like that. Because I believe everybody
Is that
should be able to cry when necessary. You feel
oh,
me? You should be able to, you feel me, express yourself when you need be and whatnot. But I feel like when people are overly sensitive, you feel me, they start breaking down for the littlest things and whatnot, and that to me is just
Mm.
like not only are you feeling like, I feel like you putting so much on you, but you putting so much on your loved ones when you do that. You feel me? Put that on your family members, your lovers. You feel me? Siblings,
Y'all
anybody. You feel
taking
me?
the
Your
car?
friends. Because if anytime that you breaking down, you gotta understand. Not only is it that you breaking down, but a lot of times if you truly breaking down, you feel me, a lot of people either A, they have someone that they go to, you feel me, or B, they don't go to nobody. And when you don't go to nobody, that's even more dangerous for you, because now it's like you actually do have to figure this out, because you could be actually in some trouble mentally, you feel me.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
if you do have someone to go to, it's still not a great thing that you have someone to go. Don't get me wrong, it's a great thing that you have someone to go to, but it's not a great thing that you're constantly going to them. You feel what I'm saying? It's something that you need to be able to you need to be able to understand yourself. Just like Penn was saying, if you have
Say
a issue
again.
with
You
yourself,
better get to the goddamn podium.
like
I'm
if you
chilling.
got an
I'm
issue
chilling.
with
I'm
yourself,
listening.
if you got an issue with yourself, then you gotta be able to, how you say, figure out what that, not only what that issue is, but how you say, how you're gonna handle it, how you're gonna handle it. And if you can't handle it, if you can't
Come
find
on,
a
baby,
way
'cause we almost done. Come
to
on.
handle
I don't know how to get in.
your own well-being,
Oh,
then it
I'm
doesn't make
here.
sense. It doesn't make sense to hold someone else accountable because you can't control how you feel. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure, for sure. And thank you, Play B, for your input and output. I appreciate that. You said some key points and good points. Yeah. Um, somebody had their hand up there. That's Sharek, brother. Nice to meet you. Finally.
If y'all don't mind, can I get a little about what's going on, a little detail?
What's
Hey,
up,
we
man?
we done with that topic. You late. Hold on, let me.
Man, girl, you so mean. Shit.
Hold on. Kids are
What?
hit the podium.
But what's the topic though?
Was
Hit the podium. Yeah.
We got
This
Chirac in here.
Sharek
Shout out
brother,
to
y'all. We
Chirac.
finally meet Sharek brother. Hey, what's
Shout
up?
out to goddamn
if y'all can hear me?
Jesse. How you doing,
Yeah, for
Ken?
sure. Yeah.
How
Nice
y'all
to meet
doing?
you. Good.
My
What's
name
up?
is Ken, sir, but I go by the name of Ken or Kenny. Most of the kids call me Uncle Kenny Hill.
How you doing,
Um,
Mr. Ken?
how you doing? Um, what's the name? I am new to the metal world, and I don't know if it's okay for me to come out to the table and talk about it. But I was just,
You
raising my
on?
hand, agreeing about the sensitive talk. You know, me personally, I'm new to it, so I've been like falling out with people at bars and,
What
and,
did I
and, and
miss?
mountains and shit. Excuse my language, but you feel me? I've been
Mm-hmm.
experiencing grown people like being so sensitive to the point it's like you want to talk about bullying and use big vocabs, but then when you outside,
He pressed the
you
exit
just touch
button.
the exit button, folks. I did. You just touch the exit button. Hey, folks, you better. My fault.
Yeah, that's your brother for
My
real,
sensitive
Sharek.
hands, my sensitive hands touch the exit. My bad. Back to the convo. I want to talk about like how adults is sensitive and then, like how they're sensitive in the game and want to talk about how life matters, but when they outside the world, they want to play big tough. But then when shit get real in the game, they want to play like citizen or some shit. And I'm like, you know, me personally, I don't like it. Like I
Mm-hmm.
don't fuck with it. I don't know if y'all like experienced the situation to y'all where like y'all had to curse somebody out that was like trying to take it to the next level and then want to be like
Can you get my weed?
civil with it, you know?
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah,
Mm. Mm-hmm.
it happens.
Yeah, that happened.
Y'all get what I'm saying, right? Oh
Yo,
no.
no,
Yeah,
you
for
ain't talking
Like
sure.
on deaf
Yeah.
ears. You clear. You very clear.
I, that because because I had one of my family out there. You said he touching them. Hey, I love y'all.
Man, he
I love
keep
y'all. I
getting
love
knocked
y'all.
back.
I love y'all. I love y'all. I'm gonna go.
That's
I'm gonna
Sharek
go.
brother
I
for
love
real.
y'all. I love y'all.
Fat no.
I'm going to
I
Lotto
love him.
Bucks. I'm going to Lotto Bucks.
Hey,
I'm
let me
go.
get Sharek
I'm go.
and his brother gone. Did he leave?
What happened to him? I don't even see
Y'all
him.
come to the table, man. So y'all
He
won't
must have
keep
clicked something.
pressing the X.
Let me.
Yo, that nigga,
Can't hear you clear.
so damn quick,
Oh, I ain't saying nothing.
Play B. He said,
You
fuck
heard?
this
I don't know where you go.
Well, I'm gonna say, get a little dysfunctional real quick. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let me tell you like this: at the end of the day,
Oh God.
and this is just my personal opinion. These are only the personal opinions of Writer's Pen. These are the opinions of Writer's Pen, and Writer's Pen is only having his own point. And when he's saying his points, so that's just saying it's just him. It's not anything they break from this all the dysfunctional family, if they're underboss or anybody with DD. But it's only depends of Writer's Pen. So, put it like this. If you're sensitive, stop throwing stones when you live in a glass house. Because you expose yourself to people, and then you get mad when you piss somebody off, and then somebody says something to you, and then you wanted to stop when it hurts. You never bring a knife to a gunfight. So stop putting yourself in a situation. If you're going to come outside naked, the emperor's new clothes, you acting like you're out there naked, and somebody exposed you for it, stop acting crazy when somebody notices it. Because I'm trying to tell you, it's one of those things. Look, hey, don't cheat yourself, treat yourself. Because if you go out here acting like a dummy and you start walking like a duck, quacking like a duck, I'm going to call you a fucking duck. And it's just what it's going to be.
Shit, you got a red nose and a wig, and guess what?
If you're going to be sensitive, if you're going to be weird, notice your own shit that's wrong with you. And then don't go out here jumping out here because you feel good about yourself because you're a scripter, because you're a builder, because you got a world, because you rap, because you sing, because you got poetry, or you got some notoriety. Stop playing. Because you know what? Hey, don't make people expose you to the people that don't know you. Because everybody tough when it's like you got a crowd around you, but at the same time, you go on here. Perfect example. Stop believing you look like your avatar when you don't. It's okay. You be whatever you want to be in here. But if you come down, real point. No comment. Real point. We're being dysfunctional right here, but it's a real point. Stop. If you in here and your avatar everybody get to make their avatar the way they want
dreads?
But the thing is, you in here, you got a nice avatar, or people, whatever they say. I mean, ain't none of us had to have a haircut. We could change our hairstyles. We always primped and pressed. We used to polish polygons back in the day.
Man, remember that polygon? He don't
I'm saying, y'all all remember that if you've been here. We polished polygons. But remember, you just when you used to be on the pad when you came in, and you just say polishing polygons. So that's getting your joint ready. I ain't never had to iron my hoodie. I ain't never had to have a haircut. I ain't had to have a haircut in a year and 7 months. But remember this. What you treat people like and you start believing you look like your avatar is just an example. Then you done treated somebody bad, and then you jump on here thinking on IG, showing yourself off, thinking that you look like your avatar, and then somebody get to laughing at you, and then you done treat them bad. Understand, karma is a bitch.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So remember that, you know what? Hey, don't cheat yourself, treat yourself. Because if you don't treat yourself like shit, or if you treat people like shit, then you're going to get treated like shit, and then you know what? You find out you ain't shit. Just a point.
And I got something to piggyback off that. Real talk. Moral of the story, if you're going to be dissing people, don't be having Instagram because we coming for you.
All right, but Uncle Pen, what if your Instagram really steps on I am that motherfucker? I am that guy.
Baby, they coming behind you. They got something to say.
Oh, shit.
Okay, we're gonna let them cook.
All you got to do, continue to be what you be.
Ma, I can't hear you.
Ma, you on mute, Ma.
Hey, I'm talking to the females in the audience. Y'all gonna let me be the only female on the panel.
Genesis, come on.
I don't like that.
Another thing is, if you gonna diss people, don't run to the metal when they diss you back.
I got a question. How do you even do that? Because y'all know I've been gone for a while because I was that guy dissing somebody. Go ahead, Play B. Go ahead.
Oh, no, I'm waiting on you.
But yeah, I was like, everybody knew my situation with a certain person, and he went in the middle and got rid of me. I never chose to make another account. I just waited and waited and waited till they let me back in.
He reported you?
Yeah, that man got rid of me. And get what though? It's still nothing but love. It's a
Oh no, ain't no love after that.
I don't see how it's not no love though, because I don't take this shit serious.
No. Look, let me put it like this, right? For me, don't get me wrong, I get it for you. You older dude type thing. Like you feel me? Like I'm not saying you old or nothing like that, but you like me, I'm a
36.
young boy. See, I'm young as fuck, bro. I'm like 26. But
Okay.
when thing with that being said, it's just like for me, it's like whenever I see someone do not even like some weird shit, but if they do like some snaky type issues, you feel me? Don't get me wrong, it's not even that I have bad blood where we enemies now. But I don't got no good blood for you because at the
I
end of the day, it's
mean,
like you
but
showing me
like
you got some snake ways.
instead of reporting, just look the other way. Not look the other way. Like don't be. I'm a firm believer. Like don't turn on the cheek because they're gonna pop you in the other cheek. But let it be
Mm-hmm.
known. Stay how you feel and say I ain't gonna do all that weird shit. But get what? When you see me, you gonna know what it is. But if you block me, you kind of iffy.
Oh yeah, if you block me, cool, whatever. But you report me,
Yeah, he got rid of
Well,
me, but that
Tyreek.
boy got rid of me, boy. That boy got
that's
rid of bacon,
crazy.
boy.
Yeah, that's
But
crazy.
like at the end of the day, though, them internet gangsters though, so I can't.
And that's what I don't like. Look,
I
that's what
mean, how can you
don't
beat it
like.
though? How can you beat it?
And that's what I'm saying. Like for me personally, right?
The way you beat
When
it
I
is
Chirac
see
don't
got some.
treat it.
somebody, exactly, you feel me? Like
I feel you, say.
Come
when
on,
I feel
I'm
you, say.
Tyreek.
sitting there, right?
Oh,
If
play
Come on,
me.
somebody's
Gotta
sir.
sitting
play me
here
too.
and they coming at like how you say, let's say we get
I'm gonna let him
disrespectful, right?
cook.
Boom, boom, boom. Two people get
I
disrespectful. Bye,
told
bye,
you I
bye.
come to the table.
Oh, you want
Yeah,
me
I
to
ain't
come to the
want.
table?
Might as
I'll come
well
to the
let
table.
some women come
No,
up here
man,
too.
you
I
keep
want to hear a
cooking your
woman.
goddamn pony.
Wait, they here?
My boy
Oh
Chirac in
shit,
this
I couldn't see.
motherfucker.
I can't even see from them. Where you go?
Man, Chirac, what are you doing?
Oh man, what's the word? You, all
Wake
right.
up, cuz.
What's the word with you, bacon? Long time
Man,
no see, big
yeah,
homie.
yeah, shit. I just
How
got
can
back
you
in there,
beat it? You
motherfucker.
say go on Instagram and
I don't want to beat it. I
just
just
don't.
want to be
No, ain't
myself.
no. Before you tell me, you don't do instant. You don't do all that. This the thing, right? This how you beat their ass in their own way. The reason why you go to Instagram is because you have your own form of like freedom of speech.
Following.
You don't have that in here. So if you talk your
But I
shit, you
don't
come
do
off
it.
rowdy, bullying, disturbing the peace, disturbing it. They'll do anything. You know, especially if
Okay,
your avatar is melon than the motherfucker. You feel me? The
that's
only reason
real.
why people will
That
go
part.
to Instagram is because they have the freedom of speech where they can't do nothing about it. We got
Mm-hmm.
worlds, we got all this shit going on. Those that really busting their ass to make sure they know who we are as either a creator, a host, a rapper, whatever. Whatever the
Trying to
fuck we
get
put on here.
monetized.
Exactly. But doing all that shit in here and motherfuckers try you, you gonna forget about that shit. You wanna get on their ass and then they take you away. Now you over here fucked up if you got plans already.
All
You
right,
feel me?
Shy.
I
So how far
I
is you
gotta.
willing
Oh,
to take this? Like these worlds and what you want to do in these worlds? How many people you willing to lose and how many people you willing to take with you?
I'd
however
rather
many
have
it
four
take.
quarters and 100 pennies.
You rather have four
I'd rather
quarters than
have
a
four
hundred pennies.
quarters and 100 pennies.
I
If I
like how
know
you
these
said
four
that.
motherfuckers, this is a small circle. I know who do what. Like for example, us right there. You have security, you have a coach, you have a scripter, you have a builder. Boom. We don't gotta worry about nothing else. We ain't gotta worry about who gonna help us, who gonna we got somebody for that shit. We need
All right,
somebody to build
Chirac.
this. Here I come. If someone scripted, here she come. That's just how it
I got a
goes.
question for y'all. Chirac, Writer's Pen, Danielle, Diddy, Boss. I never wanted to get monetized. I never wanted a room. I got several rooms I can get rid of. So a person like me, I don't want the fame. I don't want the money. So I'm asking you, what's my place in the middle world? If you seen a regular like a bacon gonna be a bacon, you're gonna see a lot of me's in here. You're gonna see a lot of people that just want to come in here and have fun, talk shit, and just I respect y'all rooms. I stay the fuck out the way also. So
That's
for a
different.
bacon, where is the middle world for? I like these conversations. Don't get me wrong, but it's a lot of y'all that I hang around that just wanna be that guy or that woman, and I don't want to be that person.
Well, that don't make
You wanna go
sense.
first?
What?
No, good, good,
Come
good.
on,
Go
Roy.
ahead.
Let's speak.
Let's say it like this. Well, go ahead. I'm right after you.
Pen be on my head, and I respect him for that. Let go on.
Look, I tell you like this. You know what? Think about this. Many are called, but few are chosen. So when you say what your role is, a lot of times you got to look at what is it that people respect you for, not what you respect
Mm-hmm.
yourself for.
Hey,
'Cause
man.
you a thou wow. You keep it G always. But
Appreciate
even
that.
the thing you have to look at is what people going what your actions, what people say about you. Like I don't say that I'm this or I'm that, but you know what? People respect me because of my
Ooh.
actions of who I am, what I do. Word spreads, like word of mouth spreads faster than anything in the metaverse.
It's
So the
true.
thing is, as far as what your role is, you know what? Your role is significant in a sense because you know
It's
what? Look,
insignificant.
you go
I
to
ain't.
worlds. No, you're significant.
You is
Look, you
significant.
can be around, and you know what? Somebody could be having a bad day, and you might be that one person that spoke to them, and you know what? You made them feel better about their situation. You gave it might have been a sentence, it might have been just a yo, what up?
A
And
good
somebody say,
morning. A
you
good
you might speak to
afternoon.
but you speak to somebody,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that right there. Or it might be somebody you say good morning, good afternoon, and then the
I
person
got you.
say to you, yo, you be like, yo, what's good? I be like, yo, what up? And somebody say, oh man, I'm all right. You know something wrong. You be like, yo, you all right? They might not even speak to you like that, but you took that time to say, and then they speak to you, and then you might give them something encouraging, and it's just a sentence or two or whatever. But you know what? That could change their life. You never know what somebody is on. They could be on a suicide mission for themselves, and this is where they came. And you might have been the voice that changed their
Just said so.
perspective. It might have been somebody who was tired of looking at being looked at in a certain way, and you said something and acknowledged them and just listened to them. Because a lot of people want to tell people what to do, but a lot of people don't want to
Hold
listen.
on. Can I can I
So you
can I
could
say
be that
something?
vocal voice.
Hold
I
on.
respect
What
that.
what one thing about what he just said for real, piggybacking off that, I feel like, and just like what he was saying, the problem is a lot of people nowadays, y'all want to be like, you feel me? Y'all want to be the flame, you feel me? Y'all
That
want to be
guy.
the flame. And
That
Tupac,
woman.
Tupac himself,
Shout out to the
Tupac
woman.
himself, he himself wanted to be the man, not the man that lit the flame, but the man that was the key to the spark. You feel me? You want to be the dude that spark that flame. You feel me? You don't want to be the flame, man. Being the flame is temporary. The flame go out. You feel me? But the technique don't ever go away. You feel me? The technique stays forever. You feel what I'm saying?
Hi,
So when you
Kizzy.
sit there and you put that inspiration into somebody, that I'm telling you right
All right,
now, that
so
that,
Uncle
that right
P,
there is a
I
different
respect that.
level.
I respect that. Charette,
Now you
you
talking
want
about that guy? You saying about that
like
guy? That
that
was you
guy,
asking?
that flame, like you said, that flame.
Okay. I'm gonna be so real. I never
Talk your
even
shit,
thought
cuz.
about being monetized because I'm rowdy as fuck. I never give a fuck about being
Oh, we know.
monetized because
We
I get on
definitely
people's
know.
ass every single fucking day. I never give a damn about none of this monetized shit. I want my respect first and everything else later. I'm a family man before a businessman. You know what I'm
Disrespect
saying?
matter.
But when
Matter
that
in
money
the
comes,
middle.
oh yeah, I'm gonna do my part. I'm gonna play my part. But that's the thing. I don't want you to play with me. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got their own wave, their own reason why they in this bitch. Some people don't like themselves. Some people want to become something that they're not in real life.
That
That's why
makes
their
sense. That
avatar
makes
has
sense.
choices to be what they want to be. I look like
Like
myself
Penn
because
said,
I
we
love
don't even
myself.
look like that,
You
y'all. I
feel me?
look like mine.
You know what I'm
Penn look
saying?
like yeah. I done
But the
seen your
reason
shit
why,
before.
yeah, but on the account of that guy, it gotta be somebody that really don't have shit.
Mm-hmm.
For somebody that ain't really got touched before and feel like they won't get touched at all. That's
Never
the
took an
guys that
L.
you must be thinking about. But the guys that, like for me, I don't care about this shit. They see what I'm doing. I'm an artist. Every form of art, I'm for to try it out. I don't give a damn what it is. If it's a role play that I can customize anything, even my avatar,
Hey man.
that's why I'm in this bitch. Everything else is for the birds.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever they got going on, or whatever the reason why they in this bitch, they ain't got shit to do with me. Even the little bitch that I got blocked in this motherfucker, they ain't got shit to do with me. on 4th grade. On folks, like
You
you
on
already
fourth
know who I
grade,
got
nigga.
blocked. I ain't trying to hear it. So on that
Chill out,
occasion,
rat.
you feel me?
Chill out, rat.
Nah,
Chill
cause
out,
look,
rat.
you missed the old rack. I'm giving you the old rack on 4th grade.
Yo, you old.
But
You
only
sound like when we first met. You sound like
on
when we
folks,
first met.
yeah. But only thing about it is certain people do certain shit to get to certain ways. Some people actually would do some shit like how it is in like a music industry. They'll sell their shit. They'll sell their sales.
360 deal they
You
had.
know what I'm saying? You feel me? Then someone
360
backdoor,
deal
someone
they
copied, someone took it, someone deleted it and took it, someone do all this other wild ass wool out shit. That's on them, cuz. But for those that you was, but for what to answer your question, the best way is possible. Then I'm off this motherfucker.
The best way possible.
The best way is
You
possible.
said something about Instagram.
Every like, why do that nigga shit? That's only for little niggas, not for grown men. I'm already that nigga since I was born. But it's just it takes time for me to prove it to myself before I prove it to you. Because if I don't love
Before
myself,
you get off
how
that
the fuck
podium,
my wife gonna love me? How the fuck my
before
brother
you get
gonna
off
treat
that
me?
podium, and I
Whatever.
want to ask everybody across this table this answer right here. Have y'all ever felt like this could be therapy?
What this? Like metaverse?
Yeah.
Therapy. Who you want to start with?
I mean, you go ahead since you already popped.
If you gotta go, you can
You don't
go.
think this is a good little therapy?
Yeah.
Like talking to somebody that
But,
you don't know, ain't that therapy?
At the end of the day, you feel me?
That's a
Therapy
risk.
just learning about yourself. You feel me? So if
It's a
you
risk.
at any moment,
risk.
you feel me? You learning about yourself. You could be learning about your trauma. You could be learning about things that make you better in life and whatnot. You might learn something about yourself that someone else figured out that you didn't. You couldn't figure out. It was just in your subconscious. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, this is definitely a
It's a
form of
good,
therapy.
yeah,
You
it's some
feel me?
good therapy. What'd you say,
Definitely.
Uncle Pen? You think it's a little therapy in here? The fact that we talking.
For a mid call. But yeah, I really feel like it is therapy. It is therapy. Yeah, it is because you know what? A lot of things that you might have seen or you wanted to do in real life, or a lot of things that you couldn't express in real life. This is a platform where you know what you get to express it because you know what you're around other creatives. You know how hard it is to find yourself around other creatives that might think like you. You have a whole world where, multiple worlds, and you have people that actually you can weed through the process and you can find what exactly you like. You can't change family, and a lot of times you can remove friends when that's in real life. But one of the things you can say is, you know what, you get to pick and hand choose who comes into your life in here,
man.
or how you put what pedestal you put them on. And the thing is, if they're beneficial to you, and when I say beneficial, I'm saying as a point of, it's genuine. They got your best interest at heart. So that's one of the things. Yeah, it is therapeutic for people. So it across all boards. But the thing is, therapy is great, or something can be therapeutic. But you know what? It all depends on how you use it. Do you use it to your benefit for yourself and evaluate yourself off of it, and then you go forward and give more?
That dope.
That makes sense.
That's
But you know
dope.
what? It all boils down to what you evaluate yourself as from within you. Are you trying to fix yourself? Or are you using this as an outlet to fix yourself? But just remember, it's all faceted. But yeah, it is therapeutic for a lot of people. A lot of people like to be quiet and just build. You sit with them, and you can sit. I've sat with multiple people, and they were just wanting to build, and I might have just sat there quiet until they said, "Hey, what you think?" And I might have gave my opinion, and then my opinion on this goes into their real life of what they're
Flourishes
feeling
their
and why they
mind.
built this. So it's a thing. It is therapy. But
I feel the
people,
same way.
it's an open platform. You come to fantasy land, you build the state of what you want to see, what you want to be, what you want to view, what you want to dream, what you want to envision, what you want to picture, what you want to get better at. You're in a free space to build off of everything that you want to build off of. So The only discredit is to yourself when you don't make the right decisions or what decisions you make that are right.
Yeah. On the boss, what you got to say about that? Anything? Is it therapeutic to
Diddy
you? Oh man,
handle.
Danielle, don't raise your hand when you the creator. Talk your shit.
Let DD go ahead.
Yeah, let DD go ahead. She rolls her hand. I'm mad at you for that one.
Shut your ass up. Anyways, like I was saying, me as I'm just gonna speak on me, okay? Cause I know I hear what y'all saying. Yeah. I hear what
Go
y'all
ahead.
saying, but let me speak on me right quick. I'm monetized. Everybody know. Don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck who don't know it. I'm not being mean, but I don't give a fuck. I'm just speaking my mind.
Talk your
But
shit.
as far as people trying to report my account, keep on reporting my account. And me as a Leo, I do get mad at the moment because I fire off for
Hell yeah.
somebody. But then I have to think about it like, damn, I don't know who the fuck he is. I want to go off on everybody in the motherfucking room. And then it make me look
They start
bad.
showing you the
Put
picture
your
But
now.
then
hand
again, but
down.
then again, I gotta stop showing motherfuckers that they could play with me. And then it could be the ones beside me like Rice Pen, ones like Candy. That mean to be in my ear talking about something. You can't do that because you gonna mess up your image. Da, da, da. Mm-mm. So I just feel
I
like
be
I
supporting
can't
your
keep
antics. I don't say
showing
you don't do it.
motherfuckers that they could play with me. Cause I don't do nothing to nobody in this motherfucker help. I stay humble.
You was an asshole when we
I
first met.
stay too. Shut your ass up. And
And
I'm
you
gonna
still
stay
is
an
to this
asshole to
day.
you.
I love you.
Anyways,
Get on my
I stay
damn nerve.
humble though. Like I really don't mess with nobody in this motherfucker out. I stay in my own lane. I stay in my own originality. Shout out to Maya and Sharek, they gone. But shout out to them, the ghetto creators. And I'm
Yeah, I
only
fuck
speaking
my
on
nigga
this for
shot.
one. It's because Maya, this me speaking on me. I don't give a fuck who don't fuck with you. Fuck that. I fuck with you. I don't give a fuck.
Oh
You get what
God,
I'm
That
saying?
What
part.
me
Cause
you
what
did?
happened?
What
What
me you
about it?
that
did?
part.
What me you did? What
I
I
fuck
done
with
missed?
That
everybody,
I've
part.
but
been
I
gone.
fuck
I've been
with you.
gone that
You get
long,
what I'm
man. What
saying?
you
And
done
let me
did?
tell you why. Because even when people tear down your name, y'all tear down your name, y'all still own up to the fact that y'all don't let motherfuckers play with you. I don't give a
Ooh,
fuck. Like y'all
what
still
you
don't
done
show it.
did? I'm
I'm just telling the
nosy.
truth. I'm just telling the truth.
I've been
I'm
gone
being
that long.
honest.
How the hell Mia get in trouble?
I
Mia the
agree
cooler
because
person
this my
ever.
Mia,
thing. Like, wait, I'm
Mia,
echoing.
shout out to
That's
you, cause
Check
Mia
the
been
boss
supportive from day
vision above
one.
you.
Shirek been supporting from day one. I
oh yeah,
hate
they
that
dope as fuck.
mocking.
Okay, so my thing is this: like, I'm monetized too or whatever, but you can't always be nice because you know you got a title to your name. Sometimes you have to show motherfuckers that don't fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about like ghetto creators, we been ratchet, we been rowdy and shit before Meta decided, oh, let's pay them type shit like that. So I'm gonna continue being who I am. Cause that's who Meta said, oh, let me get her some money because they already know who the fuck I am. So I'm
Right.
not
All
finna
right.
continue. I'm not finna play nice because all these other monetized creators playing nice and shit. That's not me. That's not who I am. Like at the end of the day, like you go ahead, do what you gotta do. Get rowdy if you got to. But at the end of the day, you need to remind yourself. I have to be reminding myself sometimes too. Like I'm up there. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers that you argue with, they below you. They trying to be like you. You see what I'm saying? Like they trying to get up there,
Fact.
but they don't even know how to get up there. Why they over here trying to hate on you? They need to be asking you, how did you get up there? You know what I'm saying? I can help you get up there. But motherfuckers don't want that. They want to hate on you. They want to hate on you. That shit is sad. So like continue doing what you gotta do. Be rowdy. Do that shit. At the end of the
Ooh,
day,
can I say
the
something?
motherfuckers that is paying you now, they already knew who the fuck you was before they started paying you. So that's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
Period.
Facts.
Can I say something real
Period.
quick? Um, not for nothing, right? With that whole situation right there, right? I feel like y'all
Good
right
move.
to you feel me to get rowdy. You feel me? Like absolutely. You feel me? If you need be, get rowdy. But at the same token, business on a business standpoint type thing,
Get my phone.
you
Get my
gotta you
phone.
gotta know when and who to be rowdy with type shit. Same way it's like you know who to play with in the
That
streets.
ain't
You feel me?
fair.
You're not gonna nah, it's the truth.
That ain't
Life
fair.
ain't fair.
That ain't fair.
Life ain't fair for
That
real,
ain't
for real.
fair.
Okay,
Life ain't
what's
fair,
up,
bro.
That
Sharon?
ain't
For
fair. You
Like,
ain't
let's
not.
be
Hold
honest.
on. Let me say
Let's
something
be
real
honest.
fast for Sharette. Man, you got me. You better words, bacon. But you got me bent. Listen here. I'm real life doing this in real life. Like, this is my lifestyle. So if I come on here, I come to see the writer pens, the charrettes, the plays, but you ain't gonna tell me. Like, I ain't trying to get monetized. I don't care about none of that.
No, I'm
But
saying
you ain't gonna
I'm
tell
saying
me
if
not
you
to be
if you're
myself in here.
trying to get monetized. I'm saying if you're trying to get monetized.
What's up,
from a
nigga?
business
Okay, that's it.
perspective.
All right. Hold on. All
How
right,
you
let's take
that's
it
you
what
to
I'm
real
gonna
saying.
come on
life.
my piano?
So when you
Real
come to
life,
real
real
life,
life.
that
It is
means
what it
you
is.
got a job. That
What's
means you
up?
got a job,
What's
man.
up?
You
What's
trying
up?
to get a
You gonna come
promotion,
on my piano?
and
What's up?
basically you
I don't
kissing
know you.
ass.
I can't
No,
hear.
I ain't say that. I ain't
She
Y'all
say
know
asking,
that.
can you
him?
get off the
What I'm
Anybody
piano?
know
saying is,
him?
nah,
Anybody know him?
We don't know the
nah.
guy.
Hey, you
Never
gotta
seen
get
him
off my
before.
piano board. The X button over
But
there.
like they close to kissing ass at this point of play.
What I'm saying is this, right? For example,
Look,
if
Chirac got a hand up.
have you ever ran into somebody that you know for a fact that they scared of a fight, they scared of every type of
Man, I
altercation
got reported.
because of being
I already know. What are you talking about, in here or in real life?
no, I mean in general, in real
In
life. Like
general.
you see you ever seen a dude in real life? You know for a fact this dude's scary as hell. He ain't about nothing. He wouldn't if someone punched him in his mouth right now, he would duck. You feel me, for cover? You feel me? He ain't fighting. You feel me? He gonna take a beat down type of
All
thing.
right, this gonna be
Now
the last one,
you
and
know
I'm
these
finna
type of
end it.
people. They're like we was talking about on that sensitivity factor. These type of people are very fragile once it comes to like altercations with other people and whatnot. You feel me?
I mean, y'all can say
Whether it be physical or verbal. Now, if you messing with a businessman, a lot of businessmen on that factor have not been in a lot of fights or any fights for that matter. They usually grew up around money. You feel me? Or they learned about it. You feel me? And they learned, nigga, why am I out here fighting type shit. You feel me? So niggas
Hey,
usually
where
try
we
to stay
getting
away
at
from
though?
that.
What you talking about?
So what I'm saying is this,
Yeah,
from a
for
business
real.
factor, right? Look, from a business factor, if you're talking with businessmen and you trying to
Chirac
get
still
more
got a
money
hand up.
out of your monetizement or whatnot, you have to be able to know when to check yourself for real, for real. You feel me? You gotta know when you
But
fucking
they
up
go
your own
back to
wallet.
Didi
You fucking up
saying
your
I'd
But
rather
pocket.
but
check them
what they
instead of
checking though?
checking
What you
myself.
mean by check
Yeah,
themselves? Like what you
I'm
mean by
with
that?
Didi and I'm with Mill on that. I'm with Mill. I'm with Mill and I'm with Didi on that. Nah, I'm not finna.
So
I'm
Ain't
finna
no
say.
checking because
We
like the
got
other
pin. Like,
party,
let's show.
you gonna pop your shit. I'm gonna pop my shit back. That monetized shit ain't nothing for real.
I'm with you. I'm
It's
with you
all
on
about
that, Didi.
respect.
Right.
All right,
Like
pin
if you,
or
I ain't
Right,
Chirac.
doing shit to
right.
you. Why the fuck
Pin, go
you?
first.
You
Go ahead.
know.
Talk your shit.
I promise I'll be nothing but 10 seconds. Yo,
Go,
take
G.
yo, take this point of Maru, because it's like I'm not saying it because I live it in here in real life.
You
Remember
outside.
this point. Remember this point. Oh, better believe it. Better
Better
believe
believe
it.
it.
I
But
know you will.
one of the things everybody realize this in here and whatever you do, remember, you ain't gotta be a punk, you ain't gotta be a back
Mm-hmm.
down, you ain't
After
gotta,
that.
you ain't gotta be soft, you ain't got, but remember this one phrase. If you don't remember nothing else I said, remember the one phrase, yo, it's not what you say, it's how you say it.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lie.
That's one of the key things.
Exactly.
You
That's
said
gotta
that
Not
argue with
yesterday,
what
that
you
one.
say,
Ken. You
is
said
how
that
you say
How
yesterday,
it.
you
P.
say
And
it.
I'm gonna explain to you how you say it. But do you
Oh
think
no,
how they
no.
did
Let
it is
Chirac
how
talk
we
first.
gonna say it? How what's done to us is how we gonna what we supposed to say back? Like we supposed to
Didi,
not what?
We
What? How?
had the
What you
Let
mean?
him, let
What
conversation
him
you
out
today.
with
saying?
King.
We had the conversation today, me and my wife. We had the conversation today. So get what though? Like I can say some shit like, you made a stupid ass decision, but that word stupid, you shouldn't be saying that to the people you love. even though you ain't calling them stupid, that
I know.
word,
I ain't
even though
understand baby. Okay,
Matter
go
of
ahead,
fact,
Sharik.
no, it ain't. I understand. I see what Pin said.
I
Go
got
ahead,
something after
Sharette.
you, Shy.
All right, so I want to piggyback off what Play said. You hear me? One, everybody's entitled to where they could keep their mouth shut and keep it respectful all through this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in this motherfucker is a business person per se. It's barely anybody like Bacon, barely be motherfuckers that want to sit and chill. That just want to
I
talk
just want
shit,
to chill.
chill out like how it is in real life. That is rare. That's really rare. Everybody in this bitch want to have a podcast like we at now, a bar, a studio. Should I keep going on what's the main thing that's really
I don't even
irritating? The
want that
fact that
shit.
no one in this bitch got really creativity. You know what I'm saying? Should I keep it going? Because I real like I can really put a role in this motherfucker. But
Hey, you
what I
on my
meant to say
side? Keep
is,
going. Cook that crack,
you know what I'm
cook.
saying?
Look, cook
What
up.
I'm saying is when everybody in this motherfucker is like on some business shit, but yet they act like they can talk they shit because of what it is. How you think motherfuckers felt about Hardy West? How you think motherfuckers felt about anybody else that's around like Angel the Artist or some bullshit like that? You know what I mean? It's whatever it is between them is between them because of what's been taking place, how it was said. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what's going on. We don't know who said what. We don't even know who started what. But we know for a fact the realest motherfucker in the room in this bitch is gonna let it be like, I ain't finna say shit else. I ain't gonna be in this world. I ain't finna do nothing. I ain't gotta tarnish your name. Motherfuckers gonna see.
Right.
I told this to you before. Once you got monetized, what I tell you, motherfuckers not for the fuck with you, cuz. For real. No one's gonna fuck with you like that. And I gave you your first bread when you first got that monetized shit on phone and grave. I'm the first one in this motherfucker that donated on gangster. So when it comes to this business shit, they don't even really have a real LLC. Everything is all in here.
Yeah, you
So it
ain't
was no
making
business
no.
bullshit. They just buying shit just so they can get the money translated to them or transferred to them. Now, niggas ain't really on some business shit. Only person I can say that's on business shit is the motherfuckers I seen that was over here with celebrities. Like, what's that little girl name? Rhonda? That's business. Don't get me wrong, I don't talk to Angel, but she on business. I know Ghetto Credit's now on business. But only thing about us is on the fact, like, it's about real life respect, folks. All that other shit is for the fucking birds. It's a bunch of motherfuckers that's a real life entrepreneurs behind me. Everybody in this bitch is an entrepreneur. Nigga, you rap. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody gifted in their own motherfucking way. But you think I'm gonna come to you and say, hey, bro, that shit weak as hell. No, your style different than mine. Now, now you ain't looking at me, I ain't looking at you. It might be an opportunity that I fucked up that you got. You see how that works? It's respect throughout the whole motherfucking finish. I may be one of the youngest in this motherfucker, but I sure ain't stupid on gangster. If motherfuckers really felt that type of way, they would have understand knowing they talking to somebody that don't know them, like you don't know them. We can talk about clients and all that other shit, host or whatever. If I treat any of y'all wrong, how much you want to bet that y'all never gonna see me again?
How
much you wanna bet?
How long? How about it though? You feel like you gonna take an L if this bitch come off your face?
You know what I'm saying? You said, what?
Yeah. Like,
No, because
is
everybody
you gonna
laughing
take
while
the
you
L?
saying something. What?
Are you gonna take the L
What?
for taking this off of your face? Like, all right, I understand what you're saying, but take this bitch off your face. Your money in the streets, yes or no? Your money
You
at
say
your
your money
real
in the
job,
streets?
or your money at your real job. Like, taking the bitch off your face, is it gonna concern you? I'm like, damn, I wonder what net person talking about or anything. Like, is
That's
y'all
what we
real
gotta go back to
stuff?
with sensitivity.
Hell no, you better not.
You might as well go back to the sensitivity concept that we was
boy.
talking about.
Yes,
But we
You
talking
know,
about business
you
on
know,
how
I'm
motherfuckers
petty,
gonna
boy.
cut up and they gonna get cut up.
petty,
You hear me?
I
I ain't trying to hear that shit. Hey, hold on.
Oh,
I'm gonna get
God.
off and I'm gonna let
I'm
y'all do y'all
petty,
shit. I
fuck.
think I
Oh,
talk enough
God.
shit today. Oh, y'all bringing the old me back. I love it. I ain't
love
gonna
you, bro.
hold you.
I love you. No,
Oh,
I
fun.
love you.
I love you
bro.
too, gangster. It's family love. I'm fun and great. But I just want to
But
say
like,
this. The reason why I
it's
said
a
why
lot
I
of
said
people in here
because
that, like you said, that
everybody in this
sensitivity
bitch
shit.
ain't that smart. They want to go ahead and bust a move and knowing that just because we don't know who they are in real life, they cut up and trying to make it seem like, oh, everything's smooth and then trying to hide their hand after they got done
Oh
throwing the
God.
stone at you. That shit is
Look,
dead. Everybody in this bitch low key older than me, and then some of these motherfuckers in here are
You
know
keep
they
talking
could
about
be on
older.
bullshit.
You got some beef around here somewhere. You ain't
You know what I'm
talking about.
saying? No, ain't no beef. I like respect.
You got some
I
beef
want my
in here
respect.
somewhere.
You can
and you
talk
ain't
shit with
talking
me,
about
but
it,
I
right?
want my
We
respect
not getting no
regardless in this
Ah,
motherfucker.
bro, I love rat.
Thank
You
y'all
know
for
I
coming
love
to
rat in this
I'm a
podcast.
vegetarian.
Rat,
That's
boy.
why I want to get to the
Appreciate
green
you,
first before I get to y'all motherfuckers. Like, I'm a
Bob,
vegetarian. I
God.
want to get to the green.
play
He
beef,
said he want the green.
bacon,
Yeah.
directors,
I
get
love,
a creator.
I love you, Diddy.
Shout
Love,
out to
cuz.
Genesis,
Thank y'all
shout
for
out to
having me here.
Ladybug, shout out to Uptown, shout out to Candy. Hey,
You
whoever
know
in the
what
back,
I'm
Shout
I
out
can't
to
see
Mill.
you.
Shout out to Mill
y'all,
wherever she
Breezy,
go.
all y'all.
There go
Thank
Mill.
y'all so much for coming to this
Shout out to Uncle
podcast.
Pen.
Shay in the bit. I ain't not see you, Shay. Hey,
Yeah,
Shay.
that's Shay out.
Thank y'all for coming to Dysfunctional Podcast, and we're done. All right, y'all, I'm gone.
Y'all done pissed.
Dang.
Y'all done pissed goddamn Chirac off. Ooh, he got smoked with somebody.
Bacon over here being messy and shit.